What if the fuse for America's next economic fireworks show isn't some shiny gadget out of Silicon Valley, but a slogan most talking heads wrote off as nostalgia? While cable news bickers about recessions, a quiet swarm of hard hat crews, chip geeks, and roughneck drillers is betting that America First is the cheat code for a tsunami of domestic cash. Hang around. By the time we're done, you'll know where the money's headed, which jobs are sprouting, and how to catch the wave before your broker even hears the splash. Here's the ugly truth. For 4 decades we shipped whole industries overseas, worshipped razor-thin supply chains, and treated cheap foreign labor like a birthright. Then a virus, a chip drought, and a couple of tanker-blocking geopolitical tantrums reminded us that efficient is just one letter away from fragile. Manufacturing slice of U.S. jobs plunged from 22% in 1980 to barely 8% now. We're importing the antibiotics that keep us alive and the circuit boards that run our toasters. Meanwhile, China's manufacturing value-add cruised past 28%. Wages flatlined in zip codes you've never heard of, and Washington finally went hunting for a new lever. That lever says America First, and it's already jolting markets awake. First, the numbers no one's screaming about yet. In the first 4 months of 2025, companies pinky swore $280 billion for new U.S. factories, triple 2022's pace. Foxconn just turned dirt on a $20 billion chip packaging city in Michigan. Samsung's dropping another $25 billion logic fab in Texas. And even Brooks Brothers is sneaking cut-and-sew plants back into the Carolinas to dodge tariffs and shipping migraines. What's fueling the stampede? A cocktail of 25% steel tariffs, 10% blanket import fees, and a tax rule that lets you write off billion-dollar machines in year 1. Toss in shale energy at pocket change prices and a 21% corporate rate, and the cost gap between Shenzhen and Ohio has shriveled to 4%, skinniest margin since 1990. Boston Consulting calls it the reshoring inflection, forecasting 1.3 million factory jobs by 2030. Yeah, tariffs nudge prices higher, but they also force companies to get clever inside the tariff wall. Nucor's pilot micromills melt scrap with renewable juice and still pay 400 workers $90K a pop. Ford's Tennessee campus stamps electric trucks and the batteries that feed them under one roof, trimming $600 per whip in logistics. That's protectionism turning into productivity. And it's just warming up. Tech's America First chapter isn't about screwdrivers, it's about choke points. Washington slapped export cuffs on top-tier AI chips and told Beijing to keep its hands off our finest lithography toys. Critics cried techno-nationalism, VCs smelled money. TSMC just quadrupled its Arizona bet to $65 billion, cranking 3nm wafers that'll land in iPhones and F-35s. Intel's Ohio megafab, back from the dead, will pop out 1.8 million wafers a year and teach 7,000 workers in on-site classrooms. Applied Materials is planting a fresh $4 billion R&D campus in Silicon Valley, lured by domestic production credits. Bottom line, the world's semiconductor map is being redrawn around U.S. zip codes. Every billion sunk into fabs kicks another $1.7 billion into local diners, duplexes, and delivery trucks. And when hardware lives next door, coders can spin chips, boards, and apps in weeks, not quarters, exactly the loop that spits out unicorns. Remember when OPEC could ghost us with a press release? Ancient history. The US now pumps more crude than anyone ever, 13.2 million barrels a day, thanks to sideways drilling and feds who'll actually lease land. We've got so much cheap gas we still flare enough to heat Chicago. Cheap molecules supercharge everything downstream. One new Texas ethane cracker turns shale gas into plastic feed at 1/3 the European cost, luring $50 billion in petro plants and 400K paychecks. Hate fossils? Fine. America First loves green tech too. Surviving chunks of the Inflation Adjustment Act dangle a 10-year tax credit for solar, wind, and batteries stamped Made in USA. Since 2023, that's sparked 160 clean energy factories, 100K construction gigs, and solar panels dipping under 30 cents/watt for the first time. We're on pace for 1 terawatt of domestic solar by 2035, equal to everything installed on Earth before 2020. Cheap juice, whether from hydrocarbons or photons, is factory oxygen. Lock in 4-cent kilowatts for 20 years and you can undercut China before tariffs even show up. Energy abundance becomes a stealth jobs program. Reality check. Tariffs can bloat sticker prices. Washing machines jumped 12% after the 2018 round. A full-blown trade war could shave 5% off GDP if everybody slaps back. Labor shortages already shove factory timelines 9 months late. And if DC flips back to free trade mode in 2028, the policy rug yanks itself. Fix? Keep building. Literally. Speed permits, double vocational programs, and right tax incentives in indelible ink for at least a decade. Do that and the boom doesn't wheeze, it snowballs. Think we can reshore without runaway inflation? Drop your hot take below, and smash subscribe if you want the numbers before Wall Street wakes up. Follow the CapEx. Blackstone just scooped $40 billion for U.S. infrastructure, the biggest dry pile ever. Brookfield snapping shuttered Midwest malls and flipping them into robot warehouses. Even KKR is flirting with modular home factories because housing shortages meet tariff walls. Public equities are still rubbing sleep from their eyes. Scope factory automation suppliers, Rockwell, Ametek, obscure ATS trading at 12 times forward earnings. Watch modular plays that can throw up a 100K square foot wafer shell in 8 months. And keep a lazy eye on gas turbine makers. When AI data centers crave 24/7 power, gas peakers turn into grid shock absorbers. Skip the 4-year detour if you want. Certified robot techs start at $28 per hour in Ohio. Industrial electricians average $38. Community colleges from Georgia to Wisconsin crank 12-week boot camps with 90% job placement. Can you read a schematic and pass a drug screen? You'll probably clock in before Memorial Day white collar? Every fresh billion in factory output mints 200 engineering gigs and 50 compliance roles. Cloud outfits selling predictive maintenance software are hiring data nerds faster than Meta. America First isn't just smokestacks, it's hoodies and hard hats together. Allies are sweating. The EU's scribbling a $50 billion semiconductor plan. Japan's wooing TSMC with 40% subsidies. Still, nobody's got our trifecta. Oceans of capital, courts that protect patents, and a shale patch the size of a continent under one flag. Leverage those and we set the rules. 5G specs, EV plugs, you name it. Lose focus and China's dual circulation flips the board. Next 5 years decide whether the supply chain lingua franca is English or Mandarin. Want the ticker of the small cap supplier that just locked a sole source deal on the next-gen Patriot battery? Tap like and I'll pin the digits at the top. No fluff, just numbers. America First started as a nostalgia chant. Now it's the engine for the biggest domestic rebuild since the New Deal. Tariffs, tax tweaks, and oceans of cheap energy are sucking in capital, turbocharging innovation, and if we keep slashing red tape and stacking skills, could birth the next billion-dollar boom in our own backyard. The fabs are humming. The factories are rising. The rigs are spinning. Question is, grab a seat while the music's still playing, or watch from the curb.